Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Just got done reviewing that bad boy over there. Go check that out if you haven't. But today we've got the Walmart exclusive, another Walmart exclusive if you noticed. We've got the Supreme collection, the good old Supreme. I don't know what number it is. Oh, it is Series 5, number 8. Sting! Had to do the Tony Schiavone there. Got the nice good old picture of Stinger on the back. Putting the, Scorpion Deathlock on Ethan Page. Probably no mention of Ethan Page on the back of the box there. Either way, I think we can shut up and why don't we get into this exciting figure unboxing, because I know I'm excited, especially for how much money I had to end up spending on this, because Walmart is a sack of shit. Anyways, at the end of the day, doesn't really matter. We can explain that story when we get there. Let's get this figure open, shall we? Alrighty, you guys. Now that we've got the Stinger out of the plastic prison, actually way easier to get them out, by the way. Did not feel like the usual Supreme collection unboxing that I have to go through, because normally you've got to tear these goddamn things apart just to be able to open it. Anyway, at least I feel like the past few ones I did took me a while just to get them actually unboxed. Either way, doesn't necessarily matter. He comes with these plastic thingies on his arm. Arms. Not that it matters much though, just gonna point it out now. He's got a little stainage on the bicep, and I think that's just a paint smudge there on the torso. But yeah, everything's looking pretty great when it comes to the Sting figure itself. Getting into some of his accessories though, we've got a lot of things where I could see people getting turned off on this, and that's because we've got the black leather coat, which does feel really nice. I can't lie, that is a really nice fucking coat. We've got the short sleeve shirt, which looks really nice. I can't lie, it does. But knowing it'll probably stain your figure may not be the most worth it. And then you, of course, have the cloth long sleeve Sting shirt. To be honest, still, like I said, really nice shirt. But knowing it may stain your figures isn't really worth putting it on there. Now, of course, MDT may have found that way to clean out the ink out of the shirts, but haven't found the time to want to do all that. Maybe one of these days I can bug my girlfriend enough to want to do it or something. I don't know. Personally, I'll probably end up doing it either way. But he does also come with this really nice Jericho-esque bat. I don't think it's any longer in length or anything special either. I think it's literally just the Chris Jericho bat, but in with the Sting figure. Now, of course, getting into the funner parts of the accessories, we've got 3 different interchangeable hands. We've got bat holding hands / weapon holding hands, because I want to say those can also hold microphones and chairs and shit. You've got his screaming to the crowd woo hands. You've got the Stinger splash hands. Whatever you want to call these hands, you've got them. All of them have the same design too, which is also a great feature, just pointing it out, the Scorpion there on the hands. And of course, on the set of fist hands, he has the Scorpion all molded nice. You actually have textures in there that make it look like a glove and not just a painted hand. As where this hand actually might no, it actually looks straight up through and through like a leather glove should. Or, well, whatever texture glove he uses. I don't know. Then, of course, one of my favorite accessories to have, you've got the Sting mask, which is great because then Sting can put on his Sting mask and then reveal himself to then yet be Sting himself. And, it's a really cool concept that we actually get a mask like this. Because now, realistically, if I wanted to, I could have maybe Darby Allin come out with this mask on, and, just cool ideas I have. Plus, I want to say this mask does fit on all 3 head scans. So if you really wanted him to, I want to say it should fit all 3 of them. Boom, it technically does. Now getting into the head scans, you've got the standard Stinger face paint. I'd say it's an average looking expression. I don't know how much I like the head scan itself, but you put this head in my hands, you ask me who is it, I know it's Sting, without a doubt. Of course, you've got this really cool Sting face paint as well, which I think this was inspired by Ghost or something, I don't know. But really, really cool face paint. Maybe it's like a Misfit thing, I don't know. But I do love to see the fact that the ears were painted, except for in that one little spot there, which I don't know if that's exactly how he had it or what, but it's not on the other head scans, so you just know how it is. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking hold this head scan worth for the life of me. Of course, now you've got the screaming expression. This is like the mid-match head scan to go with this head scan. Definitely like it. I love having, I guess you could say, expressions like this, but including the face paint being worn out is actually really cool as well. But with that being said, let's get a head scan on this bad boy and take a good look at the Sting himself. Alrighty, you guys, now that we've got a head scan onto the Stinger, kind of took me a minute, I'm not gonna lie, got distracted, wanted to look up a song in particular, seeing on how the playlist I was, using a minute ago during the Wardlow review was actually a playlist, if I recall, it's all from Montage Rock. Almost said Montage Walk. Anyway, I used to watch that channel, listen to that channel a lot back in the day. God damn, I really can't fucking speak today, can I? But this song is also on that channel. Kind of hope it doesn't get me copyrighted. If it does, I jinxed it. That's why. Anyway, taking a good look at this Stinger, we got the nice good old head scan on there. Taking a good look at some of the articulation as we are going through this. Of course, with it being a Supreme figure and AEW figure in general, the head scan movement is actually fairly fucking phenomenal. I can't complain too much there. Of course, you've got the ab articulation or rib articulation, kind of a little loose, I'm not gonna lie, but not too much to complain about there, because it does kind of it does hold fairly well. Of course, just the whole pose in general, being able to get him to bend over the way you can is actually really decent, especially comparing it to, say, Mattel. You've got the nice white scorpions on the side, kind of a standard Sting attire in that sense. The butterfly joints moving pretty smooth. Shoulders can go 360 along with a double jointed elbow and the bicep swivel. You've got the little joint in the shoulder here. And of course, both sides are fairly stiff, I can't lie. So I'm gonna have fun posing his right arm because that thing is giving me trouble. Now it's not off camera, so maybe I kind of worked out the trouble. Anywho, he's got the wrist articulation, all the good old jazz there. I'd say he can kick up a fairly decent amount for Sting. Of course, Sting is a bit older now. I don't expect that man to be tossing big boots like it's nothing. Though he can throw a pretty good kick to the gut, I'd say. You got the double bend in the knee. You've got upper thigh cut, though I'm not gonna lie, I did not see it there at first, but you do have it. You've got the upper boot rotation, which is a pain in the ass, but it's there. You've got ankle articulation, no like ankle rock, oddly enough, but you do have toe articulation. So, with all that being said, you've also got the little white stinger on the boot there. Good old Sting with the little white boot. And with all that being said, I don't really have much to say. Oh, can't play this. Gonna get fucking copyrighted. Can't do that. No, thank you. I'm just gonna struggle with the music here for a second live on camera, so sorry ahead of time for this, cause I don't play the music, and then like after edit. I only edit the videos if I have to. So there you go, I guess. Little life lesson. I don't always edit these things. At least as far as the reviews go. But there we go. We got a new banger on, because I definitely remember listening to this as a kid. Yeah, it's in my likes already. Damn. Anywho, me geeking out over Montage Rock is, kind of out of the question here. Why don't I get this bad boy posed up? And, we can kind of give our final thoughts on good old Stinger. Alrighty, you guys. We've got the homie all posed up here with his tag team partner for Legends Night, or, in AEW in general. We've got Sting and Darby Allin all posed up. Got Darby in the Sting mask. Kind of like the little fit there, though, I'm not gonna lie. Might have this be how Sting and Darby make their entrance or their tag match debut in a sense. Because in Damn Defiant Wrestling, my pick fed, I don't think they've wrestled in a tag match just yet. So, kind of interesting times to see both men in the same ring alongside each other going up against Jon Moxley and Seth Rollins. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys tune in for that one, but realistically at the end of the day, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this man in the back. We got the Sting. Honestly, man, despite the little stain on the shoulder, which I'm hoping me having the jacket on him right now doesn't stain it, but realistically, if it was gonna stain anything, I'm shocked it didn't stain the torso a little bit too, because the arms were covered and the shoulders still got stained. So I wouldn't be shocked if some of you guys are dealing with some of the stainage there. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, that's why you don't leave AEW accessories on your figs here. Of course, I would have loved to have done a couple of Stinger figure comparisons, but at the end of the day, all I really own is my fix-up Sting and the singlet from Mattel, and I want to say the promo gear-ish thing where he was wearing the red t-shirt. Both elites, of course. Both kind of fix-ups in the sense too, oddly enough, but that's besides the point. At the end of the day, this Sting is actually pretty damn fire. Of course, basic, but perfect when it comes to design. You've got the really nice jacket. You've got the t-shirts if you dare decide to use them. You've got the bat, you've got the Sting mask, you've got the alternative head sculpts, alternative hands and shish of that nature. What else could you really ask for? That's all I could say. What else could you really ask for when it comes to Sting? Maybe a set of mic holding hands at that rate, but I want to say the bat hands should suffice for that. Worst case scenario, I'll find out here soon. Maybe I'll do it for the video. I don't know. That's if I even remember the microphone thing. Because, at the end of the day, I think when it comes down to it, it's time to rate this Sting on a scale of 1 to 10. What would I give the Sting? Honestly, I would love to give it a good solid 8.5. Maybe even almost a good old solid 9, just because I am enjoying the way this figure looks. I did enjoy how the packaging felt. I didn't have to tear my way through it, kind of like you have to with the standard packaging, because they treat it like an unopened book. Once you open it, just forget about the packaging, right? Anywho, all the accessories are nice. All the different head scans and stuff, already gone through the bells and whistles. I'd almost say, even if there is possible staining, the Sting figure in its own right is probably pretty damn well worth it. But at the end of the day, that doesn't necessarily matter. What does is my star rating, and my star rating is going to be a good solid 8 out of 10. Despite the staining, I didn't have much of an issue with him, really. I did have an issue with the arm at first, but realistically, the arm worked itself out with time. So, not saying you should force a joint to move if it's not moving right away, but with certain figure types, you may have to deal with certain types of heat, like use and how you do it and stuff of that nature. And at the end of the day, I don't know exactly what you would have wanted to do, because a hair dryer may melt the figure, even just melt the arm. I'm not even exactly too sure. I haven't used a hair dryer in a very, very long time. I used to though, but it doesn't matter. I tend to use boiling water, or I'll actually nuke a cup of water for 2 minutes, and I'll use that sometimes if I don't feel like boiling a pot. But sometimes I'll just bust out the little old pot and boil up a fig just to do a custom or something. I'm gonna have to do that soon, because I'd love to get that Drew McIntyre custom I've been, not have been working on, but started working on. Haven't really continued to work on it since. I have the other part. It's just I'm honestly nervous to have to end up wasting more money than I realistically need to, just in case the Drew figure I'm using for the custom doesn't turn out as planned, because I've got a torso crack and leg swap. It's complicated. Very complicated. Anyways, what would I rate this man on a scale of 1 to 5 stars? The good old Meltzer rating, the good old 1 to Young Buck match. I gave him a good solid 8. I think a good solid 4 at that rate is pretty damn good. Sorry I keep moving my fucking camera, by the way. I don't have a stand thing to keep it centered right here, right on him, where I could just kind of freely blow my own horn, just sit here and shoot the shit without having to worry about my hands moving. Plus, it doesn't help that my phone was starting to die before I picked the camera back up, so kind of had to put the phone on the charger. Longtime viewers know I actually do all this with my phone, so all I can really say is, yeah, interesting choice of camera, I guess. But with all that being said, thank you guys for staying this long if you have. And if you guys did like the video, feel free to like the video. If you did not like the video, womp womp, I guess. But if you did like it, feel free to go check out some of my other action figure content. We just reviewed Wardlow right before this. Should have a couple more coming in the mail tomorrow. I'm really excited for the one if it does come in the mail tomorrow, because man, oh man, I've been waiting on this pre-order forever. My boy Tyler, he knows exactly what I'm talking about, because I tend to give my boy Tyler the inside scoop on the channel sometimes. I can't help myself. Anywho, speaking of Tyler, hey, if you could, my boy, if you're watching this, well, You might be, you might not be. I'm excited for Legends Night and everything that we're getting set up on that, since you did give me that permission to make a custom figure of you to use as an interviewer slash maybe potential commentator for those of you who do watch the Pick Fed. So I appreciate you on that, my boy. And with that being said, I kind of lost track of how I was doing my outro. So if you would like to, feel free to, go check out my other action figure content, such as my Pick Fed and or unboxing videos. Sometimes I do other videos, I guess, but not really. I was thinking about maybe doing like a top 10 video the other day, because MDT was doing one and it kind of inspired me, but at the same time, I don't know if I got the patience to do that. Realistically, maybe tomorrow after I'm done doing some reviews and stuff, or after I'm done doing my Pick Fed match. I don't know. Realistically, I couldn't tell you. I'm shooting this shit a little too hard right now. Anyway, I guess on that note, if you would like to, feel free to follow me on Instagram of the same name with the same profile picture. I don't have two separate profile pictures for each account, so if you see the Minoru Suzuki anime like manga book drawing, you know you might have the right channel there. And if you would like to, it'd be a great help, and plus it is free. If you guys could, feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free to subscribe, as I did just mention. And with that, being mentioned, we are currently sitting at 260 as of recording, at least as of last checking as well, because I'm in the middle of uploading the other video as I'm recording this one, hoping to kind of have them all strung along by the end of the night. And hopefully I can get some rest here soon, because I go to work in the next 4.5 hours, so at least I can attempt to get 4.5 hours of sleep before I go in on my shift. And I guess with that being said, the sub goal for now is 300. If we can reach that at some point soon, no date in particular, that'd be cool. We'll probably give like a date out there once, I don't know, once we hit like 10 more subs away from 300, maybe 20, I don't know, maybe then we'll give a date. But until then, we're probably not hitting 300 until 2025 anyway, so we'll see when that time comes. But on that note, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I'm not in your time zone and I am just rambling on. So I need to stop and let you guys go find another video to watch. Whether it's mine or not, I don't know. Maybe go watch some Ordinary Gamers. Go watch some Mudahar. I don't know. Go watch some Marky D123. Go watch some Cultaholic or something. I don't know, whatever you guys are interested in. I can't tell you. I don't know what you guys are watching. Maybe leave some suggestions though. Are you guys watching like some wrestling documentaries at all? Do you guys like the Wrestling Pod or something like that? Either way, yeah, we're getting out of here. I'm just rambling. I need to go the fuck to bed. Deuces, ooses. Actually, no. Yeet. I psyched you guys. You almost thought I wasn't.